It's but my
Hey, hi, ladies.
hello.
How is everyone?
We are good.
All right. And you?
I think everybody needs to make sure they're muted. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, that's me. I'm trying to. That's my laptop.
Okay, yeah, let's
Nice.
mute everyone. Now, what happened to Sharice?
I'm not sure. I didn't see anyone with
Cherise.
us.
Uh-oh. Okay, let me see. Let me go back and see. Let's see. We lost one amigo. Let me see what is happening. Uh, Sharice, you there? I'm not sure. She may be having some technical issues, but we're going to just move right along and hopefully she will join us. um, as she goes, hi.
Hello.
What's going on, ladies? What's going on?
Oh, nothing, nothing.
Good. This is Cocktails with the Aunties. I have my niece is back with me, Kim, and of course, Alethea Latrell, one of my teacher besties, of course. What's up, girl?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Good. All right, guys. So we're gonna jump right into it. As usual, per usual, we're having these technical difficulties, but we're gonna work this out as we go along. We lost one person, Sharice Campbell. She's an author and also a close friend of mine, but she's gonna be on the show too tonight, talking about her new book, Made to Create, and it is available on Amazon. But we'll talk about that a little later in the show. Right now, we're going to get right into our auntie's tea tonight with our auntie's book report. So, ladies, you know how we started off just finding out like what is trending on social media that you guys just have been can't stop going into a rabbit hole about. I'm gonna let you go first, Kim. Or who does somebody have something? Anybody want to go first?
Well, we have been watching The Housewives.
Or not,
Um,
or we're going to get into that. I guess this is just if you have something that you're talking that's been trending on social media that you want to talk about.
well, yeah.
You don't have anything?
I kind of do, but I'm trying to see how I approach it because it's a little sensitive topic.
Oh, well, just say it, and then we can backpedal if we need. Just
Okay.
say it. Well, we don't have time for this. Say
Okay.
it.
Okay, there was a girl, it's got all over Facebook. Y'all probably open up y'all timelines and see it. There was a girl shot this afternoon in Phoenix City.
Oh,
A while
I
ago
saw that
Facebook
too,
Live.
Kim. Yes, I did. I saw that, and you know what? So what happened? Tell us what happened. Is it real? Is that something that really happened?
Yes, she's apparently she's pregnant, and she went to a fight, and she put the camera. She was like, he has a gun for a female's fight or whatever the case may be, and they rolled up next to her car, and he was asked her like, "Do you have anything to say?" And she was like, "No." But he just started letting off shots inside of the vehicle, and he done shot her in her stomach this afternoon.
Oh my
So we
gosh.
are sending, prayers for her. We hope she's okay, and we hope her baby's okay. But yeah, that's been tearing up my timeline for like last 4 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And you said that was
Yeah.
in Phoenix City?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to hear stuff like that. To me, when I hear things, of course, condolences to everyone involved, and I hope that everyone is okay.
Yeah.
One thing I have to say for me that I felt so bad when you sent but the first thing that I thought about was like, is this real? Is somebody playing? Is somebody, on Facebook? And I'm like, I hate that we're in that space. That is the first thing that came to my mind when you sent that to me. Was, just like to verify if it was real, if it was true. But to hear that it is, that is just that's insane. I don't.
Yeah,
What do
I'm
you?
like, what in the world? And then you see that stuff like that on social media, but in other places, you wouldn't imagine that it was stuff like that is just starting to get so close to home, like crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of always has been, but it's kind of like, ooh.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Hopefully
that's
we'll get some more
definitely kind of,
information.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely been tearing up my timeline for the last few hours for sure. So prayers to her. We hope everything is okay with that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that. What about you, Alethea? Did you have anything that's been just on your timeline like crazy?
Well, it's nothing like that, but
Definitely nothing like that. But
what has been
we gotta
tearing
shake
up
that. Look, I'm sorry. I gotta shake that off. I gotta shake that
Yeah,
yeah.
off. I'm
right.
sorry. I can't start the show like that.
What has been tearing up my timeline is these parents and talking about these school supplies.
I'm so sick of them in these school supplies.
My thing is, if you're not, just don't buy them. Just don't buy them. But all these think pieces on whether or not teachers are taking the stuff themselves. Yeah, I got a whole room full of your child's supplies. I mean, of course, the stuff doesn't apply to us because we're in high school. We don't send out
Right.
lists and things like that. But still, we both have children that once were in school that we had to send supplies for, and the thought of a teacher taking the supplies did not cross my mind. The thought
Never.
of whether or not the things were being used with someone else's child did not matter to me because somebody else's child may have needed that. So it's just crazy to me.
Yes,
So
exactly.
pretty these days.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm just at the space with the school supplies that, I mean, and I feel like it does kind of apply because I'm like the few little supplies that we do ask our high schoolers to get, typically they don't get them and we have to figure out how to make a way out of no way. But yeah, I just feel like the school supplies, the reason the lists are the way they are, and they always complain about how much it is because if you're a teacher, that it's always going to be some kids who don't have. And so if
Hmm.
everybody do a little, nobody have to do a lot. That is the philosophy of the school supply list. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, like just send it and do what you can. If you can't get everything, don't get everything. If you can only get some of the things, but hopefully all together, we'll have everything we need.
And the thing about it that gets me, and it's like, I understand times have changed and stuff like that, but I can remember being in school and packing up my box, my book bag, and everything with all my supplies, my pens, my pencils, my crayons when I had crayons, packing up everything to go to school and be ready for it. But now I have students that come the first day that don't have paper, don't have pen, don't have anything. Is that by choice? Is that because you don't have it? Or is that because we're going to have it for you?
Right, exactly. And that's like the biggest thing. Like, why are you not sending them sending the kids to school? Hey, Sharice.
Hey,
Maybe I'm thinking that's my choice. Hello.
hey.
So we were talking about the school supply. Sharice is an educator too, by the way. So
Okay.
she's in the Atlanta area and also an author. But Sharice, we were talking about the school supplies and just how some of these parents are writing entire think pieces about how many school supplies and how they don't want other students using their kids' school supplies. I'm just like, we just over the school supplies.
I don't come in Atlanta. They provide the school supplies for elementary school children. Though
Talk
Bryson
that
is
stuff.
going
What?
into
You
he is
said
going
y'all
into
don't
public
have these
school.
peasant problems in Atlanta.
Right. We don't have
These
these
are peasant
problems. But he's
problems.
going to public school next year. So that is, I'm that parent. I'm like, what should I get? Well, I don't want
Yes.
nobody to take his supplies, and I'm that person right now because I'm transferring. He's going coming from charter to public, and
Hmm.
I don't know what to expect. So maybe this will be helpful.
Maybe this will be helpful. I don't know. Okay, and then we were also what we were doing is going around talking about what was trending online that has really had our attention. So, what did you have? This is our book report. Therese.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, you were telling me about the things trending earlier. We talked about, was it oh, Malcolm Jamal Warner, right?
Absolutely. But before we get into Malcolm, because he just passed, so that's a little
Yeah.
bit, sad. But I wanted to get into Glorilla and her arrest.
Oh my
She
gosh.
was,
Tell
yeah,
us about it.
yes, Glorilla got arrested. In her, well, she turned herself in
Hmm.
because to come to find out there was a burglary while she wasn't there, and they did a search and seize in her apartment because they found, well, they was smelling marijuana. Mind you, she was not there. They
Uh-huh.
found a whole bunch of marijuana in her closet in her home, and they put out an arrest for her and nobody else that was actually present. So
And she
I
wasn't.
found that
Now that
so
part I
wild.
didn't. So that's new because I felt like earlier it was almost like she just got arrested, but it was more like she wasn't home. Someone tried to break into her home. When the police checked, they found this marijuana somewhere in the home, a large
Right.
amount.
It
And
sounded like a setup to me.
yeah.
Like, and she was saying the same thing. She actually released something to Fox News
Hmm.
a couple hours ago and was saying how she just didn't understand. She said all she did was walk into a police station and turn herself in, just based off the information they gave her.
Right.
But she didn't know what was going on. She wasn't even there.
That is crazy. But
Right.
that's the thing. I think a lot of people don't realize that is that even once you allow the authorities on your property, and if they have an reason they suspect a reason, then that allows them to start looking around at other stuff too. So yeah, unfortunately, so that is kind of a lesson learned, I guess, for everyone. Before you call, you better make sure you get that vacuum out, clean up a little bit, make sure you look around your space because that's crazy. So what do you think is next? What do you think is gonna happen next with her? Sharice? I said, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, my I can hear you now. My service started.
Oh, I got you. I
I
got
hear
you.
you
I was like,
now.
oh no, it's fine. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, so yeah, I was about to say, I was wondering like, what do you think is next? What's the next? What do you think the next steps are gonna be?
For Glorilla?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I really feel like we need to come together as a community, make sure we're supporting her and not kind of talking down on the situation,
Hmm.
especially since we kind of know and see the details and understand the specifics of it, and just like band together as a culture and be like, listen, she's a person. She wasn't even there. They go through things themselves, even though we try to put celebrities and things on a pedestal, but just
Hmm.
understanding that even if she was there and was, caught with the marijuana red-handed, she's a person,
Right.
and she's able to make mistakes and have mishaps and be a individual. So I just was reading a lot of comments and seeing that, us as a culture kind of bash and try to play
Yeah, it's
along
like as
with
soon as
the
something
game, but
happens, for sure. As soon as something
yeah.
happens, it's like you know, people immediately want to see the negative part of it. So I think people just saw that she had been arrested and didn't even realize like, okay, she wasn't there. This was, kind of circumstantial, a situation of circumstance rather. So yeah, it's not like she was actually partaking, I guess. We don't know what was going on at this point. And sometimes,
Can I?
it's just
I'm sorry.
okay to say we don't know. Oh, go ahead.
I want to ask you a question real quick.
Go ahead,
I'm sorry.
girl.
I sent my bestie the link, so she's watching.
Uh-huh.
And that makes I think what Sharice, I think she said about them supplying the school, the children with supplies. I'm
Uh-huh.
wondering if that's the charter school because she's in the mess. She said, "What county is that? Because CCPS don't give away no supplies." I'm
We're
sorry.
giving- That's what she's saying is a charter.
It's,
Is it he's going to charter school, right?
he's coming from a charter school, but going to public, so I got to buy supplies. But I didn't used to
Oh.
Yeah.
have to buy supplies
Okay, you did.
in
Because she said,
APS.
that, like I said, she said CCPS don't provide no supplies. What school district she referring to?
No, not it's not Columbus for sure. It's APS.
Definitely
So
not Columbus.
they give
No.
us.
Yeah. But she's in Clayton County.
Oh, Clayton.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
okay. Yeah, I haven't. We were in when Lydia was in school there. We were in Gwinnett County, so I'm like, I guess every county is different. And we was also in DeKalb County, but I guess every county is different
Mhm.
when it comes to that. Yes.
Well, I mean, I think pretty much Title One schools are going to have certain things, of course, but not
Mhm.
everything, of course, and not the things that the students really want, or
And what
that
do
we
y'all
want
think
for that matter.
that's the things that we want. So that's what I was gonna ask next is like, I know everyone is like getting ready to have all these school supply drives. Like, to me, it's like at a certain point, why can't we just have one? Just everybody who wants to do this come together and like have one big situation to collect the school supplies and then maybe give them out to the teachers, because I'm like, why are we giving them to the kids to go home and color on the walls, and like just give them to the teachers.
You sound like this parent. I guess you're the parent. I stitched a video today on TikTok where she was saying that, and she wasn't saying it like, just go. She was saying, if y'all teachers want supplies, won't y'all go to these free school drives and get these supplies? So she wasn't saying it
What?
as if like, she wasn't saying like what you're saying. She was saying that basically go, like the people go get the free supply, go get free supplies. That's how y'all get supplies for y'all
Right.
classroom. I was like,
Oh my God. I'm just like, how just I cannot even comment on that because I'm gonna say something real ugly if I comment on that.
So am I wrong?
exactly.
Good idea.
Hmm.
Well, y'all know what you say?
Am I wrong for thinking that's a good idea?
We don't
That,
want to
for
stand in
the,
them lines and get all them supplies.
It's not
Huh?
so
that
much
the
that it's not a
that
good
the
idea.
teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a way for y'all to get it.
I
It's
guess
not
we
so much
Them
that it's
can.
not
lines
a good
are
idea.
long.
It's the way in which she was coming with it. Her way of
Yes.
coming with it was go get the supplies instead of asking the parents to bring supplies.
Oh,
But
she was being funny.
technically,
She was being shady.
She was
Okay,
being
she
okay.
was
shady.
being
Yes.
shady.
She was
Yes.
being shady. Okay. I'm thinking she was like, well, y'all just.
Mm-mm.
But I would, if I
Yeah,
was a
she was like,
teacher,
go
I
get the
would
supplies and
definitely.
stop asking the parents.
Can
Yeah.
they
Right.
only give
No.
like book
No.
bags
No.
full of
No.
supplies
No,
No.
anyway? It's
no,
not
We
like
we're
I
can't,
not
feel
doing
like
ma'am.
that.
they can.
No, we can't,
Yeah.
ma'am. No, we
No,
can't.
we're not doing any of that. None of that.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Well,
let's
Don't they
talk
only
about,
give
let's
book
jump
bags
into,
full?
oh, what you saying?
I
well,
said,
I
don't
guess
they only give book
I'm
bags
joining
full of
y'all now.
supplies?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Who's gonna speak? Somebody speak now.
Oh, I was saying, don't they only give book bags full of supplies at those places, at those events?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They give most time it's like one of those little drawstring book bags, and they'll have the supplies in them. Yeah.
Right, that's what. Okay.
Hmm. But some of them give away like really big. Some of them put them in nice, the big backpacks. It's just different. It depends on I guess the funding that's available. But I mean, I think it's commendable regardless of what people give. I just wish there was a way to kind of streamline it so we don't have to go in all these different directions to get school supplies.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Anything else we want to talk about that's been trending
Well, I was
before
just
we
sharing
move
that I
on?
started my first day as a Muskogee County School District supporting staff today.
Oh,
So
Okay.
I'm
congratulations.
going.
Okay, Okay. So how
Yes.
did it go so far? So far, so
I
good.
I did, you know how KFC was doing me. I was a shift
Uh huh.
supervisor at KFC. I've been a shift supervisor at KFC for the last year, and it's just been it's been
Yeah.
so horrible. I prayed for this. That's all I can say. I prayed for this, and I think I'm going to love it. I love the ladies I work with. I love the school I'm at.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes away from my house. I can roll down the
Very nice.
hill. I love it. I
Very.
really pray for this. I'm so glad. I think I'm going to, try to see how far can I go with this in the school system. I'm going to stay in the school system for a little while. I think this
Well,
is. I really love this. I love. I love the older ladies. I work with all older ladies. I love it. I love it. They so old
very
Congratulations.
and
nice.
cute and funny.
Congratulations.
I love it.
Isn't it funny how you can? I don't know about you, but with you other ladies, but when I worked, I love working with older women, and I've always gotten along with them very well. So it's like I don't know. To me that keep down sometimes can keep down so much drama, but it's like not. It's not crazy drama. It's like just regular work drama. Like so, it's like I like working with older women though. I think you that's going to be a good fit for you.
Yes, they are really
Yeah.
sweet.
So let's talk. Let's kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about our reality shows because I do want to keep it to our hour. I know we started a little late, but I didn't want to skip tonight. And thank y'all so much for joining. I really appreciate y'all jumping on tonight. But so let's talk about our reality. The reality is we got a lot of reality shows to catch up on. The first one we're going to talk about is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So who is everybody watching that? Has everybody kind of been in and out? What's been the watching pattern here? I know Sharice just stopped. Yeah, we know you have not.
You don't like it?
I I don't watch reality shows.
Oh, you know.
Don't like reality
I don't watch
shows.
them either.
My best
Mm-mm.
Oh
friend
my
doesn't
gosh.
either. I have to. My best friend doesn't either. Like we've been friends for years, and we can never sit and watch reality TV together because she just be not interested. She's just
Oh my
not.
gosh.
I
No.
think for me, I tried to watch it, but I think for me, and being someone who was offered a reality show once before, but I think
Oh,
for me
story
to think,
time. Stop right there.
yeah,
Story time.
Yeah, you
What? So
fucking
what?
okay.
Literally.
Well,
asshole.
first of all, I think for
What?
You
me,
gotta stop.
I
Just
think
don't
for
Do
me
slide
to
that
think
by.
about.
Oh,
tell.
the person I've been offered one before.
Do
Okay,
tell.
so
Tell
for
me
me to
more.
think about it is they want and they feed off the negativity and drama, and I don't like that. So,
Yeah.
quick backstory: I through ancestry DNA found my biological father.
Hmm.
And it
Oh,
was a
yeah.
whole thing, and I have a sister. I have a whole family that I did not know about.
Oh my
Unfortunately, my father
gosh.
has
Oh,
passed since
wow.
then, but I did share it on my YouTube channel and things, and some people reached out to me and wanted to do reality show, and I had to fill out questionnaire, answer questions and all that kind of stuff, and it about like whether or not my fat sisters and my mom, whether my mom had was mad about it. My mom has passed since then as well, but whether or not my sisters that I have had already had a problem with my new sister, whether or not my new sister had a problem with them, whether or not I was, there was beef. They just wanted to know whether or not somebody was fighting. And then they did not want anybody who was in politics on there. And my sister at the time was running for office in her county. She lives in Maryland. But it
Hmm.
was just, it was most of the questions were just about drama, and they just wanted the drama. And it was like, where are the questions at? And where, when I'm talking to the lady in my interview, like, where are the questions about how we're getting along? It was just more so about the mess, and I just, and especially when, for me, when it comes to women of our color, I can't,
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It's
Yeah,
just, mhm.
I definitely
And I
understand
think
that. I definitely feel
Absolutely.
that. Yeah, and that's
for
definitely what
sure.
they that I can I literally just scrolled past a little clip, a little link they had of Shakana, because I've been watching Love and Hip Hop since day one. I love it.
Hmm.
Love Hip Hop, all the franchises, Atlanta, New York, whichever one I've seen all of them. But Shakana had been on there for a little while. And I always wondered like why they never cover her other life, because Shakana is a really good well, she's a businesswoman. She owned a funeral home. She just do a lot of extra stuff, and they never covered that. They never
Yeah.
got down to, her professional life, none of her family stuff. They always literally make her look like the pot stirrer on the show. And that's what she said when she was in an interview. They asked, why did she just up and leave? And she was like, they didn't focus on anything that was going good in her life. They just always made it seem like she was in other people's business. And she was like, when in reality, I run my own personal business. And she said she had
Mhm.
even, offered them to do segments and stuff about, her funeral home and stuff like that. And she was like, they was just not interested in it. They really want to own her there for the drama and the mess. And she said she just had to bow out gracefully. She said exactly what you said, because us women of color have so much more to offer, and they don't want to show that. They want to show
And that's
what's
the
going to
same
get what
thing I
they
was
feel
For
like
mentioning
it's
sure.
going
about
to get them
Glorilla.
paid. But I would really
That was
love
the
to see
same thing
women of
I was
color doing
mentioning
good
about with
stuff.
Glorilla, about how it's systemic biases that they're using in order to make it seem like the black woman, the only thing she got going on is weed and
Right,
smoking, drinking,
right.
and
When in
the
reality,
sex symbols, all of
right,
those
Yeah.
when
things. When
if
that's
she
not
wasn't
even
there,
true.
they took her to jail because her name was on that apartment. That's probably why.
Right,
If
but
she wasn't
Yeah,
there,
of
yeah.
course.
why would y'all paint that? Just say that. Don't try to make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. And that's a
But
lot.
that's what those reality TV shows are doing, is causing like
Yeah,
systemic biases uh, in the world, and which is why I
Yeah.
don't watch them. I don't like to support them, because it's like this. We are so much more than that.
Hmm.
We are so much more
Mhm.
than that. And coming to bring it around to Malcolm Jamal Warner and his contribution to Black culture, and how he always made sure that he presented Black culture in a positive light.
Yeah.
Even though he also acknowledged that, hey, we go through certain things as Black people, as people, but we are still pretty awesome human beings, pretty awesome individuals, and we're creative people, and we can
Mhm.
express in
yeah.
different ways. So I just don't like it, which is why I feel like I wanted to use a platform, as many platforms as possible, to defend her,
Yeah.
and listening to these things about reality TV and stuff like that. It's really all a part of the system that they're using against us, and we need to be more aware as a people.
For sure. I
I
definitely agree
agree.
with that.
I
And
agree.
but just to play devil's advocate, I also have to say, now I love reality TV. I've watched it since the beginning, and I feel like it is on some level all the things that you all said, for sure. But I do feel like there have been some good things that have come out of it. I feel like it has created a whole slew of Black millionaires now, who, regardless of if that's what they're showing, the reality is that they've made a lot of money that has been able to be poured back and invested back into our community through them starting businesses, them employing other people, the people who are on those
Mhm.
shows being people who pour into our economic system. So I feel like, I feel both sides, I guess I can say, but that's just me being
Me
a
too.
devil. Yeah, it's like I can definitely see the entertainment in it all, and I think maybe in the beginning there was a lot of hurt. I think now is a lot of it is performative. Like, these people are not, if they even really mad with each other. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they
Yeah.
do it. They set this stuff up. They know what they're doing. That's what I feel like. And so I guess I just don't take it as seriously. However, we have to always keep in mind that there is the part of kids begin behaving the way they're behaving on these shows, and
Yes.
fights. We see in it in our community, where, and even in our social circles, you find your girlfriends and people you hang out begin acting just like the people on these reality shows. So it's twofold. Like, I feel like
I mean,
that's
I
an
guess I would
argument for
need you to
another
go
day.
a little bit deeper into that, Frankie, when you mentioned that, hey, these reality shows, celebrities are like become millionaires and they give back to the communities. Like, the only thing I'm aware of when it comes to their giving back is like them opening restaurants. Like, I mean, yes, that employs people, but does it
You're
really
right.
grow us as a people? Is what I really think about. Is it growing the Black community? Your restaurant? No, it's giving another way to spend money. for Black people to spend money, yes. For y'all to hang out, yes. But how else are you giving to the community with the money that you're receiving from literally still performing for these people, you know? So
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah. I could go. Yeah, we can go. Do y'all want to have that conversation? We can. I don't think we can.
We
I'm
can.
okay. Yeah, and I
we
don't
don't
feel.
have to, but I just was saying, like, I just wanted to know more, like, it, because I
Yeah,
just, that's the only way I
I mean,
see them
I'm
giving
okay
back.
either way. Listen. This is organic conversation. I love organic conversation. So I feel
We
like
can.
what Nene say? We can.
We can.
We can. I love this conversation though because it is twofold, like you said, where you say, and yeah, it's restaurants, but again, that's still economic development. Some of it is just being able to see yourself on camera. Everybody didn't come from the same place, so to see somebody even from certain communities elevate to the point of being on television to having these aspirational things, being able to open multiple businesses, whether they work out or not. It's like just being able, and I'm sorry, if one person in a family, attains wealth, to me, it helps, it stretches out to other people in the family, whether they're investing in people in their families to do other things that maybe we don't see per se,
yeah.
but it's
Because I think
happening
that's
and
what.
we know it's happening.
Because I think
Yeah.
that she was talking about, maybe you were talking about the philanthropic deeds, like how many of them are doing, being philanthropists and doing things for, not just like you said, you're creating businesses, but how much outreach are you doing? How much,
Yeah.
are you going out into the community saying, here you go, doing this, that, and the third. And then even for some, there are some that do things. I mean, I don't know whether they come from reality, but I've seen people do things that people are not appreciative of. So then there's that too.
There's
So
that. Yes,
Yeah.
it's so, helping our community is hard. And I will tell you, if you ever done anything, well, you all have been teachers, so the
mhm.
appreciate the pressure is high and the appreciation is low when
Yeah.
when you're doing something in the community. So yeah, I can see it both ways, and I feel like everybody made very good points about this because that's a discussion that definitely I feel like you could dive way into as far as the impact of reality TV on our community, but also just the fact of, on a certain level, it's just entertainment,
Yeah.
and I think that's how a lot of people think of it.
Excuse me. Um,
So, but what I really wanted to talk about with the Real Housewives of Atlanta was that, in particular, just the relationship dynamics between Shamia and Portia. I feel like those two, they're two girls who have been friends for 20 years, but we've watched their relationship just deteriorate because of that show. And so, Kim, like, kind of catch us up on what's been going on there.
um, well, I mean, to sum it up, it's a lot of hating. You ask me, but it just was a lot of. I know from one season, I mean, I've seen it, but it's kind of like hard for me to sum it up.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Well.
I watched it like, um, but Portia and Shami, they just really have, to me, in my opinion, I don't know. I just feel like Mia should not have joined the cast anyway. Just like I feel like Jackie daughter should not have gotten the cast of Housewives. Like I feel like that's like I wouldn't go get a job with Bug, with my best friend. Like I wouldn't go
Yeah,
get
I
a job
think
at the same place she got a job. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing, and maybe if she just had just started and we go together, but Portia been on this show for years. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe that was just kind of like her thing or whatever. And I think she started to feel away when Shamia came on there. Um, she says she feel like she lost her best friend, but Portia had been doing and saying a lot of shady stuff. You know what I'm saying? And as usual, she don't want to be accountable for the things she do and say. So I think that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty much where they are. The reunion just came on, so they had a discussion at the reunion, And they both, oh yeah, yeah, they both just been lying to each other, talking about each other. And I
Right.
really don't like
I,
it. Because like you said, they've been friends for 20 years. Ain't no way y'all came on it. I thought they was gonna come on here and it was gonna be them two against the world. Like that's what I
and
expected.
maybe
But
so.
yeah, that's what I expected, but that's not what it was. And it really was kind of cringe to see because y'all been friends for so long. When Shamia came on the show, she was a friend of Portia. So
And
I
that's
don't
what,
know.
yeah, and that's kind of where I am with it, is that it was just cringe, but it just makes you think about, why are women friendships so hard? Why is it always so hard for
Yes, and
women to stay
yes.
friends? Like, what have y'all been experiencing that? Like, just you have this friend group and it's always just something brewing, something always going on, or you just hear things. It just seems like there's a lot of women in conflict all the time, and it's very disheartening to watch.
I've been there, but thank God at this age, no, I don't. I have one friend. I literally have one
Right.
friend. So, I mean, I've
Do
been
you
there,
guys
but not
think?
anymore.
Well, let me ask this: do you all think that maintaining friendships with women are hard? I hear women saying that a lot.
I would like to say it has been a challenge for me in my life.
Mhm.
Though as I'm getting older, I like really would like friends. So I've been trying to really would like to
Uh-uh.
kind of build
We
those
lost you for a second.
relationships.
We lost you for a second there. If somebody needs to mute,
I
let
don't
me
know
see
why
what's
my
going on.
service is so bad.
Did you go back downstairs?
No, I'm upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you now.
But yeah, I was saying I would like to I've been watering my friend groups and trying to build the relationships with women now that
Mhm.
I'm a bit older because I would like to have a strong circle or tribe of women and kind of end that notion that women can't be friends. So yeah, I would like to, though it has been a challenge.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
I
where I'm at
agree.
these days. I be trying to make friends and stuff, but mm.
What does that mean? What do you mean? Like, what does that mean? You 30 girls. Let me see. You girls in your 30s are hard. Y'all hard work, man. What is the problem? What is the problem? Tell Auntie what the problem is.
I think, and even though I'm not in my 30s, I'm past my 30s, I think it may be because some people are not genuine. Because for me, when it comes to friendships, I've always had a small circle. I
Hmm.
learned that when I was in my 20s, and it took one lesson for me to realize. And when I say that one lesson, I had these people that were friends that I thought were my friends, and we were cool. And I was the only one out of the group that had a car, and my
Hmm.
car got sick. And I say sick because my car had to get some things done to it for those whole life for 2 weeks. I was friendless. And as soon as they found out that I got my car fixed, I had friends
Here they
again.
come.
They were calling me to, and it took me to, and I learned then. And so then as time has gone on, I'm very selective about people that I let in my life.
For
Not
sure.
only that, not only the factor of people trying to use you, people can be jealous and envious. And case in point, there's somebody that I feed out of a long handle spoon that, you know, used to be, I would kudos her on social media. She would kudos me on social media and all that kind of stuff. Next thing you know,
Hmm.
it got to where, I would post something. She would not say anything. She would not like it, and any of that. But I'm still doing this on her post. And then one day she
Yeah.
said something about a post, something that was in my background in a video. That
Oh my.
the only
Oh, I
way
can't
she
stand
could have
people like that.
known,
Oh,
the
I
only way
can't
she could
stand
have
people
known
like
is if she watched my video. But there was no
that. Right.
comment, no like, nothing from her on that video. And she caught herself as she was talking. And I'm sitting up there looking. I'm like, that's the thing right there. That is why my circle is small because y'all behave on the
Yeah.
sidelines. And I just like, I'm cheering on everybody. I'm cheering on, I want you to do good just like I want me to do good. I don't have time.
Period.
And I don't have time to be jealous of nobody else's bills. Because a lot of times people are jealous because they see what people have. Oh, you got this big
Yes.
old house, or you got this new
Yes.
car, you got it. Girl, why you jealous of these bills? You want them? You can
You
have your
want
bills
them?
because I
You
mean,
can have. You too can have some
you know,
bills.
exactly.
Okay.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, and it's just, and I do have, like, I have my bestie and I have a couple of other people that are really genuine, friends.
Mhm.
And, I would like to have a couple more people that I could possibly hang out here, there, or whatever. Because I'm not hanging out all the time now. Don't get me wrong. Mama don't go
Right.
out all the time. But
Not
when I
all the
do want to
time.
go out, go have a drink, a little glass of wine, because I'm not a drinker. But I need to do that with genuine people and not people that I got to wonder whether or not, as soon as I get in my car, you on the phone calling somebody talking about me and this, that, and the third. People don't have time for that.
Yes, that's definitely it.
Yes.
People, and that's all it is. People do not be genuine. People do not
Hmm.
be genuine, and TCG, you have to know me to know I'm genuine.
Right.
If we are friends, baby, we are friends. If once I love you, I love you, and can't
Hmm.
nobody mess that up but you. But see, the type of person I am, I can't help it. I'm really like a emotional. I'm really a emotional, strong lover. So
Hmm.
if you do something to me, you're gonna feel me. And I know I just think I got too old for that. I don't want nobody to put me back in that space. So I would just rather be, like you said, be very careful and be very
Hmm.
picky about, and cautious about who I let in. Like, I mean, I do have, let's just say rough, like I'm like you, roughly about five, people
Hmm.
that I have
Hmm.
been friends with over a decade. Like, these girls, I call them my sisters. I can go to their house
Yeah.
anytime. They can come to mine anytime. There's no question that if I walk
Hmm.
away, they talking about me. None of that nature. So I def you hit it right on the head. People do not be genuine, and I be. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm
Hmm.
delivered enough for all of that. Like, and
Exactly.
it's more so. It would hurt me. I don't want nobody to hurt my feelings. That would hurt my feelings. So no, long handle
Yeah.
Hmm.
spoon.
We also have in the
Exactly.
chat, Dr. Judy Purnell is watching in the chat. She is one of our mentors that come into Adulting 101. But she said, my roommates and I met when we were 18 years old. We still talk to each other, and we're 76 years old. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like, we
Wow.
need some friend lessons, Dr. Purnell. Let me tell
yes,
We
you
girl.
need some
clearly,
friends. Listen.
clearly clearly our generation and below needs some how to keep your friends lessons, because I don't know where it was lost. I think girl code has been lost. I feel
Oh
like
yeah, that's been
yeah, it's
gone.
just, and I feel like now that's something that I see on a lot of these shows. It's like the violation of girl code. Like, I think on one of these shows, two of the girls went and sat down with their friend's ex-husband, like, to get information. And I'm like, what would even make that pop into your mind to do? Like, why?
Why?
Why? Why are
And
we doing that?
Because they
for
have a
me
lot of
back in my
audacity.
time, when you broke girl code, they snuck and did it. Now they be so open with it. They just don't even care. They just be like, "Girl, I'm not a girl's girl. Forget you. It's all about me. I'm not thinking about you." I've never. It's times are really different, Is
Hmm.
I'm a firm believer in girl code. If me and you even speak to each other, I don't want to talk to anybody you date. I don't want to, date anybody behind you, none of that nature. If something's wrong, me and you talk, it's gonna stay between me and you. You don't get any of that these days. Like, hence another
For
reason why
sure.
I have those five friends and not that long handle spoon. Cause it's not. And they don't mind. They know they be wrong, and they don't mind it. And I can't deal with that. I don't. I just rather
For
just stay
sure.
away.
So but one another thing that I wanted, did anybody else have anything to add to that?
Well, one other thing, to go back to where y'all were talking about, even though I don't watch the show, Portia and her friend.
Hmm.
I was on social media, and there was this couple, this lesbian couple that have split up. They were married and they split up. And in the comment section, somebody was saying something about how one of them thinks she looks better than the other one, and saying something about how, whenever you have these relationships, and they say whenever you have these lesbian relationships and they come on social media, then they get split up. But that's any relationship,
Any
like it could
relationship.
be straight
Any
relationship, whatever.
relationship.
Because somebody, when you're out there in that light, when you're on
Yeah.
these platforms, that part of you that your mate, whomever it is, has not seen is going to come out, because you're going to be so engulfed and so involved in thinking that you're the spotlight is on you, that that other side,
Yes.
because everybody has a side that somebody hasn't seen, or has a little bit of something in that somebody hasn't seen, and if something's going to pull that out. And when
Mm-hmm.
couples get on, whether it's couples or friendships, you have to be solid in that relationship and know that person very well before you take and put yourself out there in the spotlight, because some people, that other side is going to come roaring out. And that's
Yes.
like, I've what husbands be all been supposed DMs on social media. You gonna be out here with your wife cooking meals, but you and somebody DM. Like,
Oh my gosh. And and that actually came up on another show. And I was Love and Marriage Huntsville, where the husbands
Oh,
have been given the side chicks, been the girls that
oh,
are going in the DMs, they've been giving them non-disclosure agreements so
and
that
so
yes,
it's
they
like,
can't
yes.
tell.
mhm, it brings
I'm
it
like,
out.
it
They
brings it
have been, and
out.
I believe it. I believe them jokers on that. I believe it. They just haven't been caught
Yes.
yet. I believe it for sure. I believe it. They just
And
haven't been
one
caught
of the
like
girls,
Marcel. Yeah.
yeah, one of the other wives, her mother came on the show and she's like asking him, like, okay, I get that you're saying that he was being shady, that he said this trying to get you in trouble, but I want to know, is it true? Like, and he would never
And he would
answer.
not answer that lady
He would
question.
not
This is
answer
He
like
that
said,
lady's
the
I'm under
question.
an
this like the
agreement, baby.
15th season that he would not
He said,
answer
we
that
under
question.
contract.
Yes, he will not answer that lady question. This
I
like the
said,
15th season that they've been asking, have you
he
cheated on
said,
the lady, yes or no? And he will not answer the
He
question.
said, I'm under contract. See me in court. See me
he
in
said
court.
that NDA is tight. I'm not a copping to nothing.
Yes,
Baby,
No,
he, baby,
nothing
honey,
I'm
he
happened.
taking
is
it to the
not answer. He
grave.
is not.
Absolutely nothing
He
happened.
ain't thinking
I,
about Miss Wanda, honey. He not thinking about Miss Wanda. He
and that
baby.
is so sad.
And
I
to
felt
me,
so
that is
bad.
so disrespectful. Like the way he disrespect her mama to me is just that's it's just a no go for me. It's just a no go for me. You cannot care for her or whatever the case may be, but you are going to respect her. If she's speaking to you, you gonna speak back to her with respect, like you would talk to your
Mhm.
own mama. That right there for
He
me
gonna
will
say,
have
I
us
plead
file for
the
divorce quick.
fifth. That's what he gonna
Huh?
say.
What you say?
He plead the fifth.
He said he
Yes,
Fifth.
pleaded the
yes.
fifth. He ain't
I mean,
telling nothing.
that's all he
Okay.
say for real.
Listen.
That he pleads the fifth.
That is so
Oh my
trash.
gosh.
Baby, if Martell was doing it, all of them was doing it.
Oh my.
Exactly. And that's all he's saying. He's like, listen, I'm not going down on this ship and y'all standing on the shore making me look bad. No, we was
Okay.
all there together.
They was definitely
Mhm.
all there together. And he ain't had
Well,
to tell
y'all,
it, but they were.
I don't want to. I promised y'all. I begged y'all to come on here until 10 o'clock. So I'm not gonna hold you. I still got plenty of stuff we can talk about. But I do want to get a chance to give everybody a chance to kind of promote what they have going on, because that's what this show is really about. It's about women who are creators, who have things going on, and just a platform for us to share what we have going on. Also share our opinions and have a quick laugh on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if that's you and you feel like this is a platform you want to come on and kiki with us, please, hit my inbox, hit the DMs, let me know, and I will definitely send you an invite. And you too can be one of the aunties or one of the nieces and cousins, because this is for everybody, or uncles. Listen, if y'all want to come on, let's have some conversation like this. And we don't know where to come. I had a whole different rundown what I sent y'all earlier, right? I feel like this show is nothing like what I sent earlier because of all of the technical problems. But you ladies have rolled with the punches, and I definitely appreciate it for y'all joining tonight. So we'll start with you, Alethea. If you can just give everybody your social handles, anything you have going on. This is our church announcements. That's what I call this segment, where we just kind of talk about that. So
Okay.
we'll go clockwise around our little circle.
Okay. Well, Alethea's Life, that's my handle on my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So I do have that. I also like for me in my spare time, I'm a crafty person, so I do nails, I do hair, I do
Oh my
makeup.
gosh. She does it
But I also
all
do
and does it well.
and I also do t-shirts and things. My bestie and I, we have our little business, LNC Creation, ANC, I'm sorry, ANC Creations. And we're trying to we kind of took a break for a minute, but we're starting to try to kick that back up. So, t-shirts, little crafty things, nameplates and stuff like that. We do things like that. So, but yeah, so hit us up.
Very amazing. And what's your social handle on TikTok?
Alethea's life. Everything is Alethea's
Okay.
I,
life.
I want to watch
Awesome.
the family one. I'm on the YouTube gonna look at that one.
Okay. All right.
Gonna
And Kim, what about you? What do you have going on?
well, I am actually working on opening my Amazon store right now. We are adding
Hmm.
products to our website, so I will have a link for everyone soon. We are adding products to the TikTok shop. Well, I uh I had a little small business back in 2018, 2019, up until like 2021 when my cousin died and I started running it. So we are actually
Yeah.
relaunching, but we'll be online and we're gonna be on TikTok. So my auntie, I'm gonna send my auntie a link, and she'll be able to share that with y'all, so y'all can check that out for me too. Y'all don't have to
Okay.
buy anything or anything. Just share the link. Send me some people. I would really appreciate it. Like I said, today was my first day as a Muskogee County employee as a supporting staff. So I'm so excited for this school year. I can't wait that I can't wait to see how this works. I'm really excited for that. Y'all can follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to grow my TikTok at Raw Relatable Rari. But that's pretty
Raw,
much it.
relatable, Rari. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And then Sharice, let's talk about it. What you got going on? I'm gonna hold the product.
I need that book. Is that the creating content book? I mean, the creator book. The
Yes.
creativity. I need. That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about. I
that
need
is
that
my
book.
new book. Yes, it is called Made to Create. It is meant to motivate creatives out there to start, finish, and share your creative work.
Oh,
And it's supposed to be a motivational. It's not supposed to be. It's a motivational guide. It's here to inspire us creatives
oh, wait.
to move through and whatever life brings us and how life is chaotic, we can still create in the midst of it. So that's what my book is about. Made to Create: A Storyteller's Guide to Creative Success. Please, please, please reach out to me. Frankie is gonna drop the link to purchase the book in the chat. Also, you can find me at Evolve with Sharice on Instagram, Sharice Campbell on Facebook.
All right. And I was holding the book, and then I realized how horrible my nails look. I have an appointment coming up. Alethea, I might need your help. They look a mess. Okay, but they won't come off. I've been trying to get them off, and I can't get them off. So listen, we got to roll with the punches. But also with the Made to Create, Sharice was actually my first guest on Two Things Can Be True podcast. So we're in the editing, the post production stage of it, and
Oh,
hopefully well, not hopefully, it will be released within the next 2 weeks, and we will have a full on conversation about her book Made to Create: A Storyteller's Guide to Creative Success. And of course, cocktails with the aunties, and Miss Foster will be back starting on Monday, child. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I got to go. They said I got to go back. Listen,
Yeah, you got to go back. You got to.
you got this, girl. You got this.
I have no choice. Okay. Well,
I'm
ladies,
saying
I
I'm
appreciate. Oh, go
Um,
ahead.
no, I'm
I
about to say I
got
went to the thing on my iPad because I'm looking trying to look at the comments. I see there are 9 comments, so I'm clicking trying to get the comments, and I done hit it, and I don't know whether you heard it, but you're talking, so I'm over
No,
here
I
messing
didn't
this
hear
thing on my.
anything.
Here you go, mom.
Listen, we a mess, but it's a lovely mess, and I love having this time with my friends and my ladies every Tuesday and Thursday. If you enjoyed it, join us back here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, nine
I forgot
o'clock.
something.
Oh, go ahead. What you forgot?
I've seen the cocktail all night.
Oh, what's your cocktail?
Drink.
Huh?
I don't want to say her name wrong. That's why I didn't say it.
Oh, Alethea.
Alethea said she doesn't drink, so
Yeah,
she does not count. But I haven't seen the cocktail all night.
I've been
Well, no,
drinking
well,
my
I
water
will
all
drink a
night.
glass. I will drink a
Oh, go
glass
ahead.
of wine. And every now and again a daiquiri, but none of that hard stuff.
None of the hard
Same.
stuff.
Mm-mm.
No
Same. I
tequila.
literally just started
Well, I
drinking
do,
No
but
tequila.
well, I do. And school is starting on Monday, and so my cocktail is my detox. We detoxing, okay? Because summer
Yeah.
has been nice, summer has been fun, but y'all know I got to get back to
You definitely
reality.
had a good
So
summer. You definitely is a
I had a
teacher that
great
had a
summer.
good summer. My supervisor, you can tell that she had a good summer. She's probably like she besides me, she's the next. I'm the youngest in there. So after
Uh-huh.
her, but she's our manager. But you can tell she didn't had a time this summer. She was like, "Yeah, my boots been on the ground," and she went and got them boots out the trunk. I said, "Throw them in the
girl.
garbage, honey, because they have been on the ground." I wish I would have took a
Girl.
picture of them, y'all. I said, you must have them. You must have them boots in your back pocket, baby, because ain't no way.
They
So
look
she
that
just got them.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
So she just got them in April, girl. You need to get rid
Listen,
of this.
listen.
She
All
said
it
she
takes is
had
one or two
time.
trail rides. All it takes is one or two trail rides for your boots to be all jacked up.
But I
Okay.
don't think she missed now. I don't think she missed
Mm-hmm.
one.
All right,
Okay.
ladies. Well, that'll do it. Anybody else have anything before we sign out?
Nope.
Oh, this,
I
my phone is
enjoyed you
about to
ladies.
die.
I
You
enjoyed you
said
ladies
what?
in our conversation, and I look forward to doing this again.
Yes,
All
I
right.
will see
Like,
you guys next week.
Okay, we'll be
Yes.
back next week. All right. Love you
Good
guys. Y'all have
night.
a great weekend. Good night.
Good night.
Look, I have to end it. Hold on one second. Let's see.